House of Glamour. We're going to show you how I'm taking this client. What I did already, I braided her hair up in advance to take you away from watching me braid. So, because, you know. All right, so what I'm going to do is put this net. A lot of you get these nets inside your boxes if you buy a wig. And you know what? I've taken even a fishnet stocking and did the same thing. And it worked the same way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew this down and I'm going to cut this up some. But we're going to do this all in pieces and steps, and I'm going to have to show you what we're going to do with her. We're going to give her like curls back here and a ponytail with curls on top. All right, stay tuned. Taking this net, I cut off the rest of the existing net. We don't need all that stuff in there. So now I'm just taking it, I'm pulling it, and I'm just sewing it. I'm sewing all this down. So when I go in there to add the hair in there, I'm going to do a latch hook. This is actually a protection braid for her. Protectives, because her hair is very, very fine, and it actually helps her hair to get thicker and less stress on her hair by putting them directly on her hair. So we're going to continue sewing this down. As you see what I'm doing here, I'm taking that net and I'm just stretching it, and I'm sewing it all down. Okay, so what we're going to use is Jamaican bounce. Everybody's familiar, some are familiar with this. And it's just, it comes like this. Each little strand is sort of tight. We're going to go back and we're going to crochet that all up in there, fill it in as much as we can, okay? So as most of you are familiar with crochet braiding, we're just doing the usual, pulling it through. But when I pull this one through, I'm just actually pulling it through, and I'm going to take one of these pieces of hair, separate it, and I'm going to go back and tie a knot in it. So what I like about the hair texture is that it allows that knot to stay put. Because sometimes the hair is so smooth, it just moves all over the place and you can't even keep the knot tight. So I'm going to continue on putting these knots in here and doing it this way. We'll be back to show you our progression. And so to go around, we're just going to make this whole section, we're going to just fill it in nice and full. Oh, that's a little there. Okay, and so we're just going to fill most of it in. If you notice that, we're just splitting that hair right where the split is, and we're tying it up, and then we're going to go and put the put a little knot, and that's it. And we'll just continue going on with them. You're adding. And it probably make this back looks like it might end up with just the 2 packs. So we'll just continue adding on and getting her going. I'm just pulling that right through. Then we're just going to knot it. That's it. And come back and drop it. I'll show you another one. I'm not putting these very close together because it would probably make it too bulky. Then her head would look like a lampshade. And we don't want that look. We want to give her a more natural look. So we're going to do it like that. We space them apart. And it gives her a more natural look. And then we'll come back and touch up any flyaways later. But isn't that cute? Yeah, so we'll do another. And that's it. And we'll just bring this right through. And we'll tie a knot. Oh, didn't get underneath there. There we go. And there you go. See there? So we're just putting some oil that we have in the shop. We're gonna put it throughout her scalp to actually keep her hair from drying out. She has a very itchy scalp, and we want to keep her scalp moist. And then we're gonna put a little of the Eco Style gel. I'm just gonna massage it in a little bit. Some of that oil. Okay. So then, and the reason I'm holding on to this is because I'm going to kind of like shove this up inside there to give her hair some kind of support. So I'm going to use the Eco Style. I think you guys might be familiar with the Eco Style Styler Gel. And this is one of my setting lotions, but this one's made, it's like a natural, made out of seaweed and sunflower seed. I have a follower that's inquired about this setting lotion. I can't promise I can get it because it is kind of been hard to get a lot of this stuff, but I will just use it. And it's nice because it will lay the hair down too. So we got a few things we're doing here. And we're going to take all this and see how it's making that look like that, just with the Eco Style. So I'm going to try to get this all over her head, and then we're going to make her a ponytail. You'll be able to see that in a few minutes. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking her hair and just giving a nice little brush around there and get all that hair up in there. It's so soft. Look how soft her hair is, like baby hair. And I'm just going to put this rubber band around it and catch that. And because her hair ponytail is so small, so tiny, I'm going to add hair to that ponytail. I'm a little concerned about it. I don't want to be in too tight. And we're going to bring all these out on the sides, but we'll come back to them later. Now, because we got so much of this hair around here, we're just going to take this hair, we're just going to wrap it right around her hair. But we're going to make it so we can tie it right in there. And then we're going to keep working it around. And then we're going to tie it again. And we're going to keep tying it until we get it into a knot. Then we'll just wrap it around. So, okay. So we're going to get set up for the next part of this. And then we're going to connect hair into that. Because her hair is so fine and soft, I decided to just take one of these little nets and just kind of attach it on there. And so it'll give her something to hold on to, because I don't want to take her hair and put it on too much on stress on her hair. That's the whole point of this whole hairdo, is to give her hair a rest. So we're going to do it that way. I know I use a lot of thread. Everyone talks about that on YouTube, my thread. But years of practice, you learn to control that thread. And this is it. I'm just going to take and go around here with this, so it'll give us something to hold on to. Take the stress off of her. And then we'll just cut off any excess. As you see, it looks like a lot of bulk here. We're going to take all that off. And it's going to be different when we're done. All right, so as you see, I just went around. And this will actually hold in her, what she's looking for as far as style go. It'll actually hold that hair in place in here. And then we'll do this, and we'll start attaching the hair right into this. Gives her hair a little bit of rest. Okay, and then we just cut this right off, and then we'll just go ahead and do the next thing. So this is my last piece. I took that ball that you saw me working from, and I'm just adding that hair right around that ball. I'm just feeding it around there until I come to a final close. And I'm just closing everything up, and that should do it. That should give her a nice little close. Then we're going to separate these right up in the top, and so they can expand out. It'll help cover up anything else, the net or whatever else is underneath there. Isn't that cute? I like it. So I am going to finish playing and we'll be back to show you what I'm going to do on her face and then the finish. So what I did was I took a piece of this leftover hair and I just wrapped it around the ponytail to actually cover anything that was left out, some of the net or whatever else. And that was that. And it's so cute. And so now we're going to give her little speedies here. This is a Philly girl thing. We've always done this in Philadelphia. So I'm going to just put them in there just like that. Very simple. And swoop them babies right on around. And I use some of the Eco Styler. Isn't that cute? Okay, so what I'm going to do is separate some of these hair, cut away some of these flyaways, and I'm going to show you our finish very shortly. So this is our finish. This is her do that she wanted, something different. We put a net, we crocheted, and we gave her a bun, and we put a crochet net around the bun, and we pulled hair through the bun with the crochet netting. We put the little baby hairs around the edges, her natural ones. We used Eco Styler and some oil, and we used a little bit of, it's like a seaweed or sunflower type setting lotion, and this is our finish. So, I appreciate you watching, and if you like this video, a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching from the House of Glamour.